everybody, and welcome to Uncle Dave's Brigade. Today we've got Gordon Lightfoot, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, based on a true story. We're going to talk about that and about the inspiration, and we'll talk about the song melody itself. Where did he get that from? Did he write it, or did somebody else write that? We'll go into that, but let's get into the music. Welcome. If you're new here, I'd like for you to pay attention and like the song. If you like it, hit subscribe. You know what to do. If you're a returning visitor, then I'm glad to see you come back. But let's get to the music. We'll talk about everything a little later on. I got a visual for you today, thankfully. Let's get to it.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
What a masterful job of writing a story like that and telling it. It really puts pictures in your head. Gordon is known for that. He is known to be a master at storytelling and writing songs. I mean, many people have covered his songs and songs that either he wrote for them or he wrote for himself that they did. I mean, Elvis, Hank Williams Jr., Glenn Campbell, John Mellencamp, just so many others have done his songs and have given him huge praise and credence as a songwriter, which he is primarily. And he's got a great baritone voice as well that I believe is always fitting to the songs that he sings and the type of sing. He mostly sings pretty much folk type songs, country songs in a way. But let's get to the melody there. The melody is based upon an Irish folk song that he heard as a young boy. He said he was very small, 3.5, 4 years old. He heard this Irish folk song and it just stuck in his head. And then it came back to him whenever he found out. He read in the newspaper about the Edmund Fitzgerald. It happened in 1975. And he read about it and then put the pieces together of the story and, excuse me, and came up with the lyrics. And then this melody that he had in his head, he said he felt like it fit perfectly with this song, and it does. I mean, it's kind of a melancholy, kind of a haunting type sound, and for something like this that is so tragic, where it's you have a loss of 29 lives, all of a sudden you're there, then you're not. And if I recall, they did not find the ship until quite a few years later. I mean, they looked for it extensively, and then they finally found it. And he made mention there of the hatches pouring in. The water was pouring into the hatches there at 7 p.m. They said that might not have been the case, but it had some evidence of that, and it was the fault of the crew. But later studies show that it may not have been. So he felt that that was an important thing to maybe correct. And I don't know if he ever went back and changed it or not, but officially that was the report in the beginning. But listen, we'll do more Gordon Lightfoot. That's a little bit about him, a little bit about the song. He's got a lot of great hits, and we'll get back to him someday. But if you would, make some comments down below. hit like, subscribe, post notification bell. You get notified every time I put up a video. And please come back, okay? And you know what? Be kind to each other out there, and don't forget to be kind to yourself. Thanks a lot. Bye.